Before I became a father, I was just living free, right? So I just enjoy myself, just living life. But when I became a father, I realized that we couldn't be the same way, couldn't do the same things. I'm now mentor, provider, and protector for these little children, these little lives. And I have 4 children, so it's a lot of them, right? It's a very, very awesome role. It's a very critical role. I take it very, very seriously. And I realized too that I don't have a lot of time with them. So I always try to maximize the time I spend with them and the things that I do with them, you know? So I take nothing for granted. As a mentor, I need to teach them different skills, how to cope, because this world is not normal. When we were small, the type of dangers that we were exposed to compared to now with the internet and everything, I have to be a major police too, because I have to police everything that is coming in through media to them, so that I can ensure that I, teach them the right things and help them to be able to make the right choices. Because we tell them all the time, look, mommy and daddy will not be here every day to tell you what to do or to guide you. So you need to be able to make the right choices when we're not here. As a parent, one of the things you learn is patience, right? You have to really be patient with them. They're not going to do what you want them to do every time you want them to do it. And some of the things you might be teaching them, they're not going to maybe get it as quick, so you have to be patient with them to take them through the process, right? But to have so many proud moments with them. One of the things that I love is when I see my children, become entrepreneurial, or when they try hustle, I see them come with some ideas and say, I want to do this and I want to do that. And I feel encouraged because I believe that entrepreneurship is a major skill that they need to have and they need to learn from now. So I will take them out and say, okay, let us look at this. This is how you're going to negotiate on this matter. One of my children recently, for example, came and took some shea butter and some lotion, mixed it together, and created a new moisturizing cream, right? And then she went out and was giving the neighbors free samples. When my children and I, when we do road, we have a lot of fun, right? So we always love to go on adventures and do a lot of things, so really have a good time when we're together, and even at home, because they're so creative. They're always doing different things at home, and it's really a joy to work with them. Having children also encourages me to be a better person, because they're going to reflect me. And the greatest achievement is, at the end of the day, when you look at them and what they do, right? Once they do well, right, you know that it's a pure reflection of you. There are some things that they do that really makes me proud. I remember one instance with one of my daughters. We were driving on the road, and they're looking at some of the homeless persons on the side of the road, and they're like, Daddy, where does that man live, or why does he not have somewhere to live? And we say that, look, sometimes there are different things that can happen to people and they can get into certain circumstances. What that particular child did is that she decided that, no, we need to do something to help them. And she started a whole thing where she started to save money because we're going to feed them. And she took her own initiative, went around, she had her VMBS savings plan, and she went around and she was collecting donations because we're going to feed the homeless persons. And I'm like, wow. So because of her enthusiasm, other persons, neighbors and stuff contributed for us to put monies together to go out and buy some meals and feed them. And this was on her own initiative, just seeing a need. Things like that make me very proud as a father, because you realize that they're seeing different things that are happening and they're doing things to try to make a difference.